Do you think drink driving is cool? This is what happened to people who was drink driving. Drink driving, the social problem in New Zealand. The social problem of drink driving has always been a major issue faced in New Zealand's society. Drinking has become a very common activity in this modern world. This social issue has led to the damage of intoxicated drivers on our roads, as people would rather drive with alcohol in their system instead of walking to get to their next destination. The current policies are not having a big enough impact. What are some of the causes of drink driving? The quantity of alcohol producers is growing in New Zealand, which has led the competition for alcohol to increase rapidly in more recent years. RTDs are one of the few drinks whereby the consumer could be unaware that alcohol is being consumed. These alcoholic beverages often have a sweet taste that masks the alcohol content, which makes these drinks more appealing to younger drinkers. Advertising is another cause of drink driving. There are significant associations between alcohol marketing and youth drinking behaviors. There are rules around alcohol advertising, but young people still seem to be easily seduced into thinking that alcohol is an attractive concept. Here are some statistics on drink driving. In 2012, driver alcohol, drugs were a contributing factor 1 in 82 fatal traffic crashes, 338 serious injury crashes, 941 minor injury crashes. These crashes resulted in 102 deaths, 467 serious injuries and 1,347 minor injuries. The total social cost of crashes involving alcohol, drugs was about $710 million, 22% of the social cost associated with all injury crashes. So what is our idea? Our group business idea is to modify the alcohol interlock disqualification that had become available to convicted repeat drink drive offenders only in 2012. We want to make the current interlock disqualification a compulsory breathalyzer device that will be inside every motor vehicle. The device would require a breath from the driver into the device prior to starting the vehicle. If the device detects the blood alcohol concentration higher than the legal limit from the breath test, then the ignition would lock, preventing the vehicle to start and therefore avoiding a dangerous intoxicated driver on the road. In order to alleviate the problem of drink driving, a mandatory car breathalyzer device inside every vehicle has been proposed. A compulsory breathalyzer device inside every motor vehicle would require a breath from a driver into the device prior to starting the vehicle. This will enable the person driving to be able to monitor how much they have had to drink before driving. If the device detects the blood alcohol concentration higher than the legal limit from the breath test, then the ignition would lock. This will enable police to focus on other problems than drink driving and therefore help lower death tolls on roads. By having breathalyzers in cars, awareness is brought to the subject. People will think more about how much alcohol they are consuming. Helps people get home safer. Stakeholders. Every business has a variety of stakeholders. These are the people that share an interest or concern in the organization and can be affected directly or indirectly by the actions and objectives of the organization. Primary stakeholders: sponsors, investors, car manufacturers and rental car companies, consumers who are drivers. Secondary stakeholders have indirect relationship and interest to the business, government, suppliers. How the business idea affect the stakeholders. Primary stakeholders, sponsors, investors. They want our business to do well as they have money invested in our business. An increase in sales leads to an increase the amount of final and interim dividends received by investors. Car manufacturers and rental car companies. Rental car companies benefit from this device as they will be relieved that their vehicles are in safe hands. Interest, safety of the present and future generations, reduction of alcohol-related car accidents, An increase in amount of drivers using our breath analyzer will lead to a decrease of drivers in drive under the influence of alcohol. This decrease of drink drivers will lead to less insurance filed and claimed. Consumers who are drivers have an interest and legal right stake, interest, safety of other drivers and the future generations. Legal right, Consumers Guarantees Act 1993. Drivers will feel safer as every driver driving under the influence of alcohol will increase the amount of road accidents related to drink driving. Secondary stakeholders have indirect relationship and interest to the business, government. A decrease in amount of drivers using our breath analyzer leads to safer roads. Safer roads will encourage more tourists to visit New Zealand in the long run. Suppliers. An increase in amount of drivers using our breath analyzer leads to an increase in the quantity of sales. An increase in sales will lead to more profits earned due to the increase in the amount breath analyzers needed to fit the demand. Ethical theory for business idea. Our team's business idea of CCB complies with ethical standards such as Solomon's theory. Compliance means fairness and to obey moral rules. However, people that choose to drink and drive over the legal limit of alcohol can potentially increase the risk of a road accident. People's life can be at jeopardy. This behavior is immoral. By purchasing a CCB device will enforce the purpose of compliance by preventing drink driving. Sustainable is defined as the ability to meet the needs and/or the aspirations of the present and the future. Forms of capital. There are 6 forms of capital: financial, built, natural, human, political, cultural and social capital. In this business, only 4 types of capital are involved: financial, built, natural and social capital. Financial capital is the capital invested on manufacturing the breath analyzer. Built capital is the infrastructure available to be used in the production of the breath analyzer. Natural capital is a capital from the natural environment. Social capital are other resources that one gets from someone else. We believe our business idea takes into consideration suitability aspects. Sustainability refers to something being sustained over time. Part of this is considering quality of life and well-being. Evidently, our business improves these aspects to create the most positive outcome to society. In conclusion, we believe our business idea of a compulsory car breathalyzer to promote drivers to stop drink driving will have a significant effect in addressing the social issue of drink driving in New Zealand. As the safety of New Zealanders on the roads is of utmost importance, the prevention of one death or injury is a priceless investment to support the introduction of car breathalyzer.